Okay, so here we go with day one of the Hawthorne Quarantine Nature Challenge, and I'm going to do this all in one take because I have no idea how to put bits of film together and then like make them look like anything sensible. So I'm going to do it all in one take. So I thought we might start off with a little bit of natural navigation just for fun. This is something that you can do if you can see the trees from your house, or if on your daily walk you can see trees. You need to be able to see trees for it. And I'm using a couple of little bits of equipment. I'm using the dog as a little distraction because I'm out taking the dog for a walk as well as doing this. I'm using this book by Tristan Gooley, The Natural Navigator, and my granddad's trusty compass, just to give us a little bit of helpful checking. I think that's the word we're looking for, helpful checking. So the first thing I'm going to do is to read you the little bit from The Natural Navigator about the ways that trees can help you work out where you are. So you know that time when you are somewhere, anywhere in the middle of somewhere you don't really know, and you put on Google Maps and it says something really unhelpful like head southwest, and you think, I don't really know where southwest is. This will help you know where southwest is even when the sun is in. So here we go. This is the bit about, bear with, I've just turned the page. This is the bit about trees. Okay, it says, study the tree from lots of angles. It says, after studying the tree from as many angles as possible, try to ascertain whether it appears heavier on one side. Sometimes the effect is pronounced, but often it's necessary to look for subtle differences. Imagine taking a mental chainsaw, sawing a tree in half down the middle of its trunk and then weighing each side in a giant set of scales. In northern countries like the UK, the side of the scales that hits the ground will likely have a southerly aspect, and the more pronounced the difference, the greater the confidence that it can be placed in the scales. Next thing to look for is the shape within the tree. Reading a tree is helped by the understanding of phototropism, which is the directional growth of a plant influenced by light. Yeah. So what Tristan is saying is that plants naturally grow towards the light, and so there is more growth on the side where there is more light, and the side away from the light grows towards the light. So if you can imagine that as a general shape. So here I've picked a little local park, which is very near my home, well within the 1 mile legal, which has helpfully a north to south ratio, a north to south perspective. I don't know, it goes north to south across the park, so that the trees we can look at are north to south. Okay, so I'm just going to leave Tristan on the table there, and he also talks about the tick effect. So if you imagine the trees on one side they're much steeper. The curve is much steeper. There's a tree I'm just going to show you in a moment, and on the other side the angle is much unsteep, much less steep, because it's easier for that side to get the light. There's a silver birch in front of me that has been begging to be part of this video, so I'm going to include her now. Here she is. So if you look at this silver birch here, I'm just hoping that you can see her, and indeed the beech tree behind her. They're both at it. They are growing as I stand here. So I'm standing on the west side of the tree. So on the left side you can see there's less growth, and the branches in general are quite uppy, and then on the other side of the tree there is much more growth, and they are less uppy. Okay, so shallower growth. And there's another tree that I wanted to show you. In fact, there's a whole lovely row of beeches along here that are all having a bit of a go at it, but it's sometimes hard to see trees when Leo, this way. Leo, sorry, come on this way, come on this way. It's like working with children. Leo, this way. What's this? It's just somebody going for a run. Right, so I just want to take you across here. Good boy. Are you ready? Go! Just throwing him little treats. Leo, it's over here. It's good job, it's cute, isn't it? Right, okay, I just wanted to take you up to this tree over here as well. So we'll travel together, going past this lovely row of beautiful beech trees. There's two other people on the field, and he had to go and be frightened by one of them, didn't he? Here we go. So this tree up over here is also has that same effect. Can you see that now on this side of the tree there is much more growth, and the branches are almost at right angles, some of them, to the trunk of the tree, whereas on the other side of the tree, on the north side of the tree, the branches have to grow upwards to get as much light as they can. So when you are out and about on your trip today, hopefully without a dog, please have a look. I mean, there are all sorts of other things that affect trees, like the wind and all of that as well. And sometimes in cities, the light isn't even around a tree, or in woods, actually, the light isn't even around a tree, so it's harder to see. But for a little starter for 10, here is your nature challenge with this beautiful tree behind me, is to look for tick trees, trees that are growing towards the light. I've already taken a couple of pictures on the way here, and when I finish this video I'm going to go right across the field and take another picture, because I can see another tree that actually all of the leaves are out on one side and not on the other. So I'm going to go and take a picture of that tree, and then I'll post it in the comments underneath. Enjoy your day, enjoy your nature challenge. Bye bye.